All right, so today we are going behind the gates of a hidden gem near downtown Bluffton. This is Rose Dhu Creek Plantation. It's a very small community with just a few home sites, but they are half an acre all the way up to 5 acres and a very low POA, and you're only about 4 miles from downtown Bluffton. So we're going inside the gates and I'm going to show you this hidden gem of a community, and we're getting after it right now. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Low Country, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know everything about the South Carolina Low Country. My name is David Simcox, host of the channel and a local realtor. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you and you and you looking to make their move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 3 days, 3 months, or 3 years, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below so I can help you find your low country lifestyle. Now today we are in Rose Dhu Plantation. This is a hidden gem just 4 miles from Old Town Bluffton, right off of May River Road, behind a private gate, and there are only 118 lots in this community. So it is a very small community. It's about 320 acres, but the thing that makes it really special is all the lots are at least half an acre and all the way up to 5 acres. And these are custom homes here, and there's maybe a couple of home sites left. But if you want to feel like you're living kind of away from everything in the country, wooded home sites, you're not necessarily going to see your neighbors, and you don't want a crazy POA, like you don't want the golf and the restaurants and the tennis and the pickleball and all the clubs and social activities. It's a minimal POA. It's a very low POA. So anyway, I'm going to tell you all about that today. We're going to drive around, see some of the houses. The only downside is there's only a few sales that happen in here per year. So if you love this neighborhood, you would definitely have to jump on the opportunities as they come up. So anyway, let's drive around and let's learn a little bit more about this amazing community. All right, so now I'm at the Amenity Center, and this is called the Gathering Place. And it is small, but it's really beautiful out here. It's, you know, under the cover of all these gigantic oak trees with the Spanish moss. And again, there's not that many houses in here, and a lot of these are custom homes that have their own swimming pools. So you don't need a whole lot, but they do have this pool over here, which is closed for the winter right now, but we'll go ahead and pop in here. All right, and then you've also got like a really cool outdoor fire pit area for community gatherings. You can see the pool over there, and then they have this really nice screened in porch area with an outdoor fire pit over here. So, you know, if you wanted to have family gatherings, family reunions, birthday parties, any kind of celebrations, you've got this beautiful space right here. And again, it's all about having the land and having the privacy and having a low POA. So the POA is only $1,850 per year, and you're only 4 miles from downtown Old Town Bluffton. So if you love to fish or you love wildlife, there is 3.5 acres of stocked ponds throughout the community, and I just think these views out here are absolutely breathtaking. Now I'm here at the Rose Dhu Equestrian Center, and this is an independently owned equestrian center behind the gates of Rose Dhu. So you can either choose to use the equestrian center or you don't have to. It's just something beautiful you can look at. but there are over 7 miles of trails throughout this community. So if you are into horseback riding or hiking or anything like that, there's all kinds of beautiful scenery and walking trails. All right, now I'm on one of the many miles of hiking and horseback riding trails that weave throughout this beautiful community. So whether you have a horse or you just like to hike or walk, this is some of the most beautiful scenery. You're going to see all kinds of birds and animals and wildlife and foliage and plants and flowers. And it's right here near Old Town Bluffton, which is incredible. All right, now let's do like we always do. Let's drive around and look at some of these beautiful custom homes. All right, now that we've gotten to drive around and see some of the houses, we're gonna do like we always do. We're going to jump inside my computer. We're gonna look at some of the numbers and some of the data so you understand this market a little bit better. All right, so first and foremost, this is the Rose Dhu Creek Plantation website. So if you want to get some additional information on your own, you can see the web URL right here. And they do have some information about the community. If you scroll down, they'll have all the covenants and restrictions and rules and regulations and everything you need to know. And they do have some photos here of the community. We went out and we looked at that community pool. You saw the horseback riding trails, you saw the gated entry. And as I mentioned before, there are 118 home sites, anywhere from a half an acre all the way up to 5-acre lots. It is 320 acres total and very close to Bluffton and Savannah. And we're going to jump over here to the map and I'm going to show you where this is at. So this is our neighborhood that we're talking about right now. This is Rose Dhu Creek Plantation, and it's right here off of May River Road in Bluffton. And if you are not a regular watcher of this channel, I'll show you exactly where Bluffton is at. So if I zoom out, we always start by showing where Hilton Head Island is, because everybody knows Hilton Head Island has been a major tourist destination since the 1950s. And you have to drive through Bluffton to get over to Hilton Head Island. It's also just a hop, skip, and a jump from historic Savannah right here, about 20 minutes away. And also just about 20-30 minutes from historic Beaufort and Ladies Island. Not too far also is about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Charleston. But we're going to head back over here to Bluffton and show you kind of proximity where this is at. So right here is Old Town Bluffton, and this is what a lot of people are familiar with. That's actually where my office is at. And it used to be, Bluffton used to be just like a 1 square mile by 1 square mile little historic district on the May River. And now it's grown. But in Old Town Bluffton, there are shops, restaurants, art galleries, antique galleries, farmers markets. It's really a beautiful place to walk around. And this neighborhood is right down May River Road, and it's called May River Road because it's right here on the May River, which is one of the most beautiful rivers in the Low Country. And again, about 4 miles down the road, this May River Road is what we refer to as a designated rural corridor. So it is, it has that feel of still being in the country, even though you're right in the heart of Bluffton. And the thing that makes this community really unique is the fact that, number one, you have big lots. So all of these lots are anywhere from, again, half an acre all the way up to 5 acres, which this doesn't really exist in Bluffton hardly at all. So some of the most popular neighborhoods, again, in Bluffton are like Hampton Lake and Hampton Hall, and even Mill Creek at Cypress Ridge, but all of them have much smaller lots. So if I scroll in here, right next to it is Hampton Hall, and you can see these lot sizes are much smaller. They are still pretty big, and people do like the lot sizes in Hampton Hall. But when you get over here to Rose Dhu Creek, they're on a whole new level. So you can see very large lots. There is a lot of trees. There are horseback riding trails all throughout here, which we talked about. There's a 3 acre or 3.5 acre pond system throughout it for fishing, but that's about it. I mean, there's a swimming pool, there's the community kind of hangout center, but the fact that there's not an overwhelming number of amenities keeps the POA fee low. So your POA fee is only $1,850 because you're not paying for golf and tennis and pickleball and all the other things and the clubs and the event calendar. It is a very secure area, but also, a very natural, beautiful area right in the heart of Bluffton. So the only downfall I would say is there have not been that many transactions in here. They don't come on the market that often. So if this is something that you're looking for, if you want a big, beautiful custom home in the heart of Bluffton, but you don't want to pay those exorbitant POA fees, this is your opportunity. So anyway, with all that being said, I just want to pop over here and show you kind of what you get for the money. And these are houses that have sold in the past 2 years. So again, going back 2 years, there's only been 10 sales. So here's one. This one is 3,153 square feet. And this one was on 2.3 acres. Give you a couple of photos so you can take a peek at what you get. And this one sold for 1.265. Let's run to the next one. This one is 4,142 square feet. It was on 2.75 acres. Let's look at a couple of photos of this property that sold. And this one sold for 1.5 million. All right, here's one that is 4,969 square feet on 1.48 acres. Show you a couple of photos here on a lagoon. And again, these are all custom homes. This one sold for 2.6 million. Here's one that was 2,700 square feet on 1.2 acres, and it sold for 810,000. This one is on 1.37 acres, 3,076 square feet, and it sold for 1,025,000. All right, this is a looks like 3,500 square feet on the tax records, but they're reporting 5,500 square feet. So probably, maybe they did an addition, but it's on 2.2 acres. And just kind of show you again, these have already sold. So unless they come back on the market, these are not available. But this one sold for 1.5 million. This one's 3,600 square feet on a little bit smaller lot. So 0.68 acres. And it sold for 925,000. This one is on 0.8 acres, 3,028 square feet. and it sold for $704,000. All right, this one is 2,700 square feet on 0.8 acres. And it sold for $880,000. And last one here, 4,400 square feet on 1.93 acres. Show you a couple of photos. Oh, this looks like a new construction opportunity, but it's already sold. And this one looks like it sold for 1.1 million. So again, this just gives you an idea. There could be maybe a couple of lots left. I think they're pretty much sold out, but maybe 1 or 2 lots left. So if you wanted to build your own custom home, pricing on those, I believe, are going for, I think I saw one that was 1.38 acres and it was listed at like 299,000. So that kind of gives you an idea for what the lot prices are going for. Again, not many of those left, maybe 1 or 2 left. So if you call me right away, you might be watching this 3 months, 6 months, or even 3 years from now. So that might be gone, but a couple of lots left if you want to build your own custom home, and I can put you in touch with some of the local builders to help you pick out the perfect home. But again, not many opportunities. So these only come up maybe once every month or 2. So if this is a neighborhood and you want to live close to Old Town, but you don't want to see your neighbors and you want a little bit of land and you don't want to pay the high POA fees for the golf courses and all the other amenities, then Rose Dhu Creek Plantation could be a really great fit for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed learning about this hidden gem near Old Town, Rose Dhu Plantation. It's been an absolute pleasure spending time with you today. And again, if I can help you find your low country lifestyle, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or you can even book a Zoom call, all in the description below. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest happening here, be sure and like, subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you'll know every time I drop a new video. It's been an absolute pleasure spending time with you today. Hope to meet you in person at some point, but if not, I'll see you on the next video.